So we're running through our principles and we're having a bit of fun. So we thought, why not record this and share what's going on in the heads of Ava and Em. So we've got our principles here. This is the kitchen here at Creative Rootz. And we're looking at the principles. There's 5 principles. And the first one is that God is a non-dual good. God is all there is. We're now moving on to 3, which is our halfway point. Every person is an individualized expression of God. So every person, each one of us is so unique. Each one of us was born, and from that, even whilst we was in our mother's womb, we had a completely different experience. The birth process, completely different experience. When we come out in the world, the families that we get to be raised in, completely different. Some of us didn't get to be raised in a family. Some of us got to be adopted. Some of us got to go off and be raised by neighbours or distant relatives, but it's always the same thing. So basically, as we get from where we were to where we're at now, what's the matter? It's okay. It's okay, you're not going out. That's Mr. Pause. So basically, everything that, no, you're not going out, Pause. Everything that we experience kind of adds to our character, it builds our belief system, and we end up being who we are, built on what we've experienced in life. Our cultures, our religions, where we've lived, who's raised us, the education systems we've been in, and each one of us gets to see life completely differently, and it's just so wonderful. So each one of us gets to show up in our own way with our own amazing skill set, our own specialisms. So every single one of us has our own unique skill set, our own learnings, our own experiences that have taught us what we know. So no one on the planet has the same skill set at the same level as you. And that is why you are so important. And it is so important that you show up in the world as you. And the thing is, the divine, the unified field, the universe, is an energy form that can only experience itself through that human form or through the living form of a bee or a flower. So it gets to experience itself and gets to learn and know and grow through these different skill sets and ways of being, which is truly mind-blowing, to be quite honest. It's absolutely fantastic. Anything else to say, Ava?
Yeah. Everyone is an individualized, unique expression of God. Also says that oneness is not sameness, that there is diversity and that diversity is allowed. So exactly, just like Em said, that all skills, all dreams or thoughts, feelings, whatever, like whatever makes up us and the whole universe can be different from one another, but everything and everyone is the unique expression of God. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. I love the way that you worded that. Thank you. Now, as unique expressions of the infinite, so as we're all unique and we're all expressing ourselves as the infinite, I'm trying to think the best way to explain infinite. Infinite means we're ever evolving, ever expanding, and absolute. So we're always, when we was shot into existence in the womb, we were like a sperm and an egg, and then we divided and we became more. And then we grew into this little fetus, and then we grew into this little baby, and the little baby became a toddler, and the toddler became a little run about 5-year-old, whatever. And we got into being a little 10-year-old, then we became a teenager, then we became a teenager, then we became a young adult, and then we became an older adult, and eventually we get to be older. And each time we're just evolving. We're evolving physically, and we're evolving mentally through all the things we get to learn and grow through. So we get to expand with our awareness. Maybe we're expanding our waistline, but we've all seen, or many of us have seen, Mr. Creosote in the Monty Python sketches, when he expands beyond until he explodes. And we don't want to do that, do we? So we want to return to the fact that we are all expanding and we are all evolving. And do you want to speak a little on absolute, Ava?
I actually wanted to add something to the infinite.
Okay.
So, because I looked up the definition, and it says limitless or endless in space, extent, or size, impossible to measure or calculate. So we are impossible to measure or calculate. I love that. We are boundless. So basically, infinite means that we are going on as God forever and ever and ever, with no limits. We don't have any limits. And even if we drop our earthly suit, we still exist because we are God. And let me just look up absolute, because for me, absolute probably is the hardest to explain. So it says absolute is not qualified or diminished in any way. Total. And or viewed or existing independently and not in relation to other things, not relative or comparative. So beyond comparing. A value or principle which is regarded as universally valid or which may be viewed without relation to other things. That is absolute.
Beautiful. Thank you. So it's really cool that we're always getting bigger, and yeah, I absolutely love the fact that we're always expanding and always evolving, because it means that if we are, then our money is, and our experiences are. And I love life experiences, and everything that we have, everything's getting to go to a new stage of awareness of existence. And it's like going up and up and up in the buildings or the mansions of existence. Was it Teresa of Avila talked about God's many mansions? And it was like, wow, as we go up in a building, has anyone gone up to the top of like the Eiffel Tower or something and looked down? When you get so far up, or if you imagine you're an eagle and you're soaring over what is, all of a sudden everything that was a problem, that was kind of there in existence at the ground level, has virtually disappeared into nothingness. Well, all of a sudden we're up there and we're seeing from a higher perspective. We can see way more ground to cover. The air smells clearer. It certainly looks like there's less obstacles. We can see different ways of going through things that we couldn't see from ground level. So this getting to evolve and expand and be infinite, and it's, the science says we're in an infinite expanding universe. I mean, how cool is that? Love it. So where are we? All beings are mandated to discover and express their inherited soul qualities of unconditional love, intelligence, wisdom, intuition, joy, peace, compassion, abundance, and creativity. So while all that's a mouthful, basically, every single one of us have kind of got a purpose. And our purpose as a human being, having a spiritual being, or as just a living being, we get to experience life, and experiencing life is so exciting. And sometimes we think, nah, it's not. It really isn't. Like, seriously, man, it's not. Well, I'm telling you, like, if you get to open your eyes and see the colours of the world, like the colours, true colours, if you get to see the green of the tree and the green of the grass, or the blue of the sky, or the grey of the sky, or a night sky, or the full moon, if you get to see these wonders, you are truly blessed. If you get to breathe air today and it's fresh, you are blessed. If you get to hear the birds singing today, right now I can hear the frogs and the cicadas outside, and I am just so grateful that my ears work. You know, many of us, as we get older, our senses seem to deafen a bit, but we're here to experience life in all its forms, and there's only us that can experience life like we can, because we're all so amazingly unique and different and beautiful. We're experiencing love in all its forms. We're experiencing awareness in all its forms. We're experiencing all the amazing cultures and all the amazing belief systems that it's like Forrest Gump says, life's a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get next. Absolutely. Like, how exciting is it that we get to meet new people, we get to meet old people, we get to have friends, we get to have so many things in our life experience. We get to have amazing pets. We get to just see and experience life in a way only we can, because there's no one else like you or me or Ava on the planet. There's only one of us, and that is one of the most fantastic things about being human. Would you like to expand on that at all, Ava?
I just love how enthusiastic you are, and how grateful and appreciative you are, and how present you are, your awareness of everything around and of that beauty. So I really love it. The only thing I wanted to say is there were some qualities there, you know, and we get to be love and peace and abundance and creativity and joy and balance and harmony and wholeness. So we all have those qualities within us. So the matter is only to align with them and be the expression, emanation, and expansion of them in the world. And that's what Rev Em is a great example of. So thank you.
Thank you. I love that we can bring so many things together from our own different perspectives and experiences, because it really helps me to see things from a different and know things from a different perspective and expand my own awareness. So I love you, Ava.
I love you too.
So
Thank
grateful
you.
for you.
I feel the same. You know, I'm only your mirror. I don't actually exist. We
Yeah,
were
you're
talking
my
about
data.
earlier. I'm your beloved data. Okay. Okay, data, go ahead. You're my data.
Thank you. So, beyond deservedness, it is our charge and purpose to experience and express the varieties of God. Beyond deservedness, right? Belief systems. I have come across so many belief systems of my own, let alone everyone else's, that I get to come across. And, you know, it's an honor to get to see these things. And we're often one of the biggest belief systems out there is that we're not enough, not deserving enough, we don't deserve something, we're not worth it. Well, let me tell you, as I know, as I stand here through all these things that I've been learning and I've come to know as my truth, and I pray that you'll get to come to know them as your truth. You deserve, and it's beyond deservingness, because it's yours by your very birthright. Just the fact that you're a human being showing up on the planet, it is your right and your birthright to be able to go and grow and know and experience and just be. It is not your, despite what the world of appearances might say, that there's a lack or your limitation or you're too old or you're too young or you're not good enough, you are just perfect exactly right now, right here, right as you are. Because there's only one of you like you in the universe. There's never a wrong way. There's only the perfect way. There's never a wrong path. There's only more learning and growing. So everything's gone wrong for a long time. Do you know what? You've learned a hell of a lot of things that you don't want in your life, that you don't really want to do again. Awesome. So you know, and you're further forward. It's all learning and growing. So you are absolutely amazing. And your experiences in life have led you to this here now moment where you are exactly perfect, regardless of what you've gone through, regardless what people have told you. I know you are exactly right, as you're supposed to be, in the right place, and for your knowing and your growing and your expanding and your evolution. You are absolutely amazing. And one day, which could be right now, today, you get to shine your light in the way that only you can on the planet and become a lighthouse for people. Like, I want to cry. That's so fucking beautiful. Like, that is truly beautiful, because how amazing is it that there's billions of humans on the planet, and every single one of those people has been mandated. It is their birthright to get to grow and show and know the amazing qualities of support, of freedom, of love, of power, of strength, of just everything, of just getting to evolve, getting to be impersonal, getting to be awareness, learning how to be still, learning how to resonate with life, learning how to become in balance, learning how to just simply be, learning the truth about safety and security, knowing that they are limitless. You are limitless. I am limitless. Ava is limitless. We are all limitless in our abilities to be, to know, to grow, to show up in a way only we can. And this is what life is teaching us. All these weaving and getting through life in different directions and all these different things, they're bringing us back to this amazing thing that we know, where we can show up for people. We can show up for people and help them go through the hard times with true compassion, with empathy, knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel. That, when we're drowning, when we've just been stuck in survival mode for so long, when we've been dancing with death, when we've been sitting with chronic illness, things like that, and life really sucks and it seems like nothing, it's time to remember where your power lies, and everything's in here. And as we reclaim and take back our minds and come back to our hearts and who we really are, beneath the data, beneath the BS, the belief systems, the things that people tell us, we can recognize our truth, that it's our right, our divine right, to get to grow and show and know who we really are, at the truth of everything. And for that, I am just so grateful. And yeah, I am just so grateful, because it's only because of that I got to stand here today, and I didn't take my life many years ago, because I was supposed to stand here today and share my truth and show you that you can get through things. You can get through. I guess I'm here today to say I could live through chronic illness. I could live through and recover to perfect health and wholeness. I could recover from PTSD. I could recover from rape. I could recover from sexual assault. I could recover from being homeless. I could recover from losing my sight. I could recover from cancer. I could recover from stroke. I could recover from when I had blood poisoning. There's times in my life when things have been so hard, and I thought that, and everyone else thought I wasn't going to get through. But guess what? Here I am today to know and to show and to grow and to be a light, to say to you watching that it is your birthright to move forward, to claim the truth of who you are, that absolute brilliance, that intelligence that you are, that lives within you. And you can't say it doesn't, because you are no different than me. You get that microscope and you do that science, and you'll find out we all contain that one divine essence, that omnipresence, that omniscience. We are it. And that, I am just so grateful for that. Ava?
You are so inspiring. Thank you for that. That was definitely needed, because you did go through a lot, and I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm sure that people who are watching are super happy too. And I just wanted to say, in terms of, like, it started with beyond deservedness. You are deserving, and the proof of that is you are here. You were born into this life, and that's all you need to know. And every moment is a moment of making a new choice. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that you have done that took your being from God, from spirit, from the divinity, from that absolute presence. So you can always choose differently, and you are loved, always have been, always will be. So again, every single quality of God is within you. You just didn't know it, or you just didn't know better, but hey, you are here. You can make a new choice. So love, peace that passes any understanding, harmony and beauty, balance, abundance, opulence, wholeness is your divine right, because you are here and you are God. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. And just before we move on to number 4, you brought up a really good thing. There is no mistakes. There's only mistakes. It's a chance to mistake. You made a misturn. You get to change your direction. No matter what you've done, no matter what it was that you've experienced that's got you to this right here, right now moment, there's always a chance, an opportunity for you to change your mind, change your perception, challenge what you believe, and try and learn something new, try and do something new, and find a way of making that change in your life, being the change that you want to be in the world. So awesome. Thank you for that, Ava.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that there is no try. So don't try, just make your decision and start doing it, and start believing in yourself, because the light of God, the love of God believes in you. So just do it.
I love you for that. So You're like my best person that goes, we don't try, and I'm going, you are so right. I am actually doing it, aren't I? And you're like, yes. It's like, okay. So, number 4.
That was not me, that was Yoda. You know that, right? Master Yoda. There is no try, do or not do. When he was.
Yeah. Thank you, Data. So, number 4, the universe, being infinite, is in a constant state of evolutionary expansion.